It's your girl Ash, and I'm back with another empathic message. All right, and today we're gonna be talking about empaths while they are in toxic relationships. Okay, so one thing about the empath, they are prone to get into relationships with people that may be nice on the outside, but in all actuality, they are very conniving, mean, disrespectful, harsh, controlling, manipulative, maybe even abusive mentally, physically, emotionally, or all these, right? And to the outside world, this person may come off as a very outgoing person, a very outspoken person, a very jovial person to everybody else. But the empath, they are very critical. They are very mean in many ways. So the empath may get into a relationship with this person, and the love becomes toxic, right? And it's not that the empath didn't know that this person was like this. It's not like that the empath didn't get treated how everybody else got treated in the beginning, right? Because that's why the empath fell in love with this person. That's what I mean. The empath felt like this person was kind, this person was listening to them, had a listening ear. They maybe was even listening to the empath at one point in time. They were there for the empath at one point in time, especially when the empath had nobody. And remember that the empath most of the time is not around a lot of people. So when the empath learns that they can trust somebody, or they learn that somebody cares about them, because most of the time they feel like people don't care, and it's especially a lover, somebody that loves them, or somebody that says they want to be with them, somebody says that they want to give them their time, they want to dedicate themselves to them, you know what I mean? And the empath thinks that, okay, well, I can be with this person, I can love this person, or this person honestly is going to listen to me, is going to understand me, this person is showering me with all this love. But once you get to really know this person, it's like the person kind of switches up on the empath, because the empath, once again, always loves to dedicate themselves to their partner. They always want to give to their partner. They always want to love their partner. They always want to love on their partner. They always want to do things to make their partner feel good, because they want to feel good. They want to feel love. They want to feel everything that they're giving this other person. Okay, so they will get into a toxic relationship with somebody that at one point in time they were nice, they were kind, they were doing everything that they needed to do, and then they just switched up. It could be just one day out of the blue and they just switch up on an empath, right? So most of the time when you can tell when somebody's an empath and they are dealing maybe in a toxic relationship is a key. Like when you see a couple and they're outside, right? And the woman, she's very quiet. She doesn't talk. She doesn't really speak much around the whole group. If y'all going out to a group outing and couples around, and the woman, she doesn't speak much, she doesn't talk much, she may laugh a little bit here and there or smile a little bit here and there, but the other person is very overpowering. The other person is very controlling. Not controlling outwardly, but they can control the whole conversation. They can control her conversation, right? They can tell everybody else what she wants to eat, how she feels. Oh, she doesn't like that. You know what I'm saying? She's good. I know what she likes. I know what she wants. I know what she wants to do. So that's how you can tell when an empath is in a relationship with somebody that's very controlling. All right. Some of those things will happen. I'm an empath myself. So most of the time when I was in toxic relationships or in a toxic relationship, it was me always being quiet, and and for some reason, it will always be that I had got into it with the person before we even got to the place. You know what I'm saying? Okay, my whole night, my whole day is ruined, but also I don't want to say anything, or I don't want to do anything that is going to make this person say something to me in front of everybody. So the empath wants to keep the cool. They want to keep good impressions. They don't want to, you know, embarrass themselves or embarrass their partner. You see what I'm saying? Even if the empath is hurting, they still will not try to embarrass that person out in public or to anybody else or around friends, you know. So friends may even think that everything is all good, everything is all great, you know what I'm saying? And when the empath breaks up with the person, friends and people will be looking like, what, you was going through all that? It seemed like y'all loved each other. It seemed like you was happy. It seemed like y'all never complained, or you never complained. The whole time it was a lot of complaining going on. The whole time it was a lot of harsh words being said. The whole time it was a lot of things going on that nobody else knew about. And honestly, the empath maybe felt like those friends, those people wouldn't even understand them anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because for some reason, no matter how much the empath may try to explain themselves, when they feel like they can't explain themselves to somebody about the relationship, they get like rejected in a way where they're like, oh, you why don't you just do this then? You know what I'm saying? It's always that the person that's not the empath will convince the other people that they are a good person. Like, I don't know how they do it, but they do it, you know, because they have a gift of gab. You know what I'm saying? So when an empath is with a person that has the gift of gab, you know, the other person will most likely overtalk the empath, and the empath will just get tired. Like, look, I don't even want to argue with you. Whole time, I never even wanted to argue with you. Whole time, you know, I'm gonna just let it go. Like, so the empath most of the time let it go, or the empath just knows that even the outside people don't even understand, because outside people will rather side with a cool person. So the empath is most likely not the cool person. The empath is not the cool kid. The empath is not the one that can crack jokes about somebody or about the situation and it still gets swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they'll still be looking at the empath like the empath is tripping, or the empath is insecure, or something is wrong with the empath. Whole time it's not the empath, it is the other person, the toxic person that's inside the relationship, you know. So empaths, if you out there and you've been in a type of situation like that, you know, just keep on going, you know what I'm saying? And women can be just as toxic as well, you know what I'm saying? It can be a man where he's very quiet, he's very laid back, and the woman is very just out there and she's controlling, and if she don't get her way, she's throwing a fit, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. It's just, you know, you can notice who is the controller inside of the relationship when, you know, oh, they don't want that, they don't want this, no, you gonna do it like this, you gonna do it like that, you know. So empaths, when they do find genuine people, it takes them a long time to open up to those genuine people, because they just like, yeah, this toxic person I was in a relationship, I thought they was genuine too. Yeah, that friend that you're talking about, I thought they was genuine too. But the whole time they trying to control me just because I'm an empath, or just trying to control me because I have a good heart, right? My empaths are my earth angels, right? So sometimes they just try to control them, and the controlling ones, I'm sorry, for sometimes they are the ones that so-called rule the world, or people always want to be on their side because they are, like I say, more confident in themselves, but also they don't think about others, and they just say how they feel out in the open. So of course people are gonna be like, oh yeah, you right, you know, while the empath just sits back and thinks about a lot of things, you know, and they just observe a lot of things, and they just be like, man, you know, these people don't understand, or these people are just this person's people. So hopefully or eventually the empath will notice that, all right, it's just different types of people in the world. It's types of people that's like me, that's the empath as well, you know what I'm saying, kind as well, understanding as well, and it's people that like this controlling person, and it's like people that's in the middle, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are very outgoing, but they know when something is wrong, you know what I mean? As you know, they know when something is wrong, and they can empathize. So they in between with being outspoken but also empathizing. And then it's a group where, you know, they're very controlling, and it's also a group that's honestly in the back that will agree with anything that the controlling person is saying, just because they have this dominant energy. or this dominant personality. So they're just followers. They're not leaders. So it's like, you know, the empaths, they are caring. And then there are people that understand the empath